I'm Jeff Beauchamp. This is the Pecos sunflower. It's known from a few locations here in the Southwest. Here on the Refuge, it's thought that we have the largest population. We also have two other wetland obligate species, the Wright's marsh thistle and the Leoncia false foxglove. They generally occur in the same types of habitats, but there's a little bit of a distributional change where Wright's marsh thistle appears to like wetter soils. Pecos sunflower is kind of in the middle, and then there's the foxglove, which likes it just a little bit drier. About 3 weeks ago, we started a mapping project where we were going to remap the entire distribution of a sunflower here on this section of the refuge. And that just entails going around and creating polygons and polylines around all of the sunflower that we can see, and then bringing it back to the office and uploading it up into ArcGIS. So this is David. He is a student conservation intern here at Bitter Lake, and he's mapping right now using his personal cell phone, using a new technology called Art Collector. So he's going around the perimeter of this patch of sunflower, and we'll be able to immediately pull this up when we get back to the office and look at the distribution of this patch. This is really useful to us because we can track the distribution through time. So there was initially in the mid-90s a big effort to map all the distribution across the refuge. We've done some targeted mapping since then, so we really wanted to kind of revisit that initial mapping and see how the distribution has changed. Moving forward, we're going to do some targeted mapping around restoration sites and around important management areas so that we can see what our management is doing to that distribution. All right, so in terms of management for Pecos sunflower, we use a number of different techniques. One of them is moist soil management, where we change the water levels in these impoundments to promote germination. We do a lot of invasive species work, which includes some herbicide treatments, mechanical treatments, and also a big part of our management moving forward is going to be prescribed burns. So that basically opens up canopy for them. So even the saltgrass can be kind of overcrowding if it gets too thick. So the sunflower doesn't have the light to kind of germinate and become plants. So burning it will remove all of this saltgrass and open up the soil for the light so that the sunflower can take off again.
All across the US recently, we've seen declines in native pollinator species. So plants like Pecos sunflower and other native plants like the Wright's marsh thistle are important food for bees and butterflies, and then replenishing these plant populations will also do a lot of good for our declining native pollinators.